Hello Pisces friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my Pisces February 2023 Astrology Horoscope Forecast. This is for you if Pisces is your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, or any other placement of Pisces that you're listening for. What we're going to talk about here is part of your astrological picture. And if you're a very late degree Pisces, so like birthdays March 15th or so through the rest of the sign, or placements 23 degrees or so through the rest of the sign, I suggest you additionally listen to my Aries report because you very late degree friends will benefit from both readings. I'm calling the theme of the month for Pisces divine fulfillment, and I will talk about many layers about how that's relevant for you, and plus we'll talk about other things that you really have to know to make the most of this month and to place this month in context related to other months of this year. First really important, exciting thing to know is that we do have more sweet aspects compared to salty aspects this month. Sweet aspects are the nice ones, the glowing ones, the ones where the planets are getting along. And the salty ones are where they are grumpy and not. So we've got a few of those little road bumps, or speed bumps, but we have more of the sweet ones and really lots of them. So that's very exciting and you will notice that. We also had that energy in January, so that's something we have in common this month with that. The next thing is we are still kind of in a break from the eclipses. Anything can happen along the Taurus-Scorpio eclipse cycle, storylines at any time. But January and February, we're kind of out of the heat of eclipse season, which is going to be rearing its head again around March, and then will be very intense in April and May again. So just kind of a reminder that we're in this lull, this integration point. And even though the Taurus-Scorpio eclipse cycle is in a nice angle for Pisces placements, where you're more than your Pisces placement. You know, there's a whole chart full of planets and aspects, and I don't really know how these eclipses have been treating you, but I do know that most people have had a massive amount of intensity. And so we are kind of on a little bit of a break from that. So celebrate it because it's not going to last for very long. But hopefully there will be more positive changes ahead for you as we get into the next cycle. The next and probably most important thing to know about this month is that we are entering our first and longest open window of direct planets of 2023. We will have a couple of other periods of open stars, but none of them with the power that we have at this time. First of all, because of lots of growing Aries energy that matches the openness, the directness, the forward movingness. And also because not only do we have, as of January, Mercury and Mars moving forward, at this point, we have all of even the outer planets that we look at in Western astrology moving forward. It's very rare when that happens, and when it does, you can really make up for a lot of mischief that's gone on in the retrogrades for the last, 6-month cycle of September through January, where things slowed down and went inwards and backwards and internal. And this is, it wasn't a time to activate things. It was a time sort of just to kind of work with what came up. And now the energy is totally different. It's a time to be proactive. It's a time to get things done. It's a time for big announcements and for big decisions and, for launches. Anything that you want to put out in the world, that you want to go far and wide. This is a time, February, March into April, where these energies are gathering. And you won't have anything quite like this for the whole rest of 2023. So if you have something important to do, seize the moments. If you do want some more insights into what the 2023 retrograde and direct calendars look like for those open periods, if you followed my work or if you're intrigued about aligning your actions with the natural rhythms of the universe, then go to AnnieBAstrology.com, Annie, the letter B, astrology.com. Sign up for my exclusive content portal and get into the general and current transit section where I have that calendar. I explain more about what to do in the retrogrades and what to avoid and what to do in the direct time and what to avoid and the rhythm of the rest of the year so you can align your efforts. Okay, so let's start to talk about this energy of divine fulfillment. Over the past couple of months, we've had the energy of mega money. And let me tell you, even though I'm not putting it in the title, that is still going on for you. And we will get into that too. And that could be linked to some of your divine fulfillments. Also, we've been talking about golden opportunities and things, that can be present for you. And all of that energy is actually still continuing into this period of time. Some same reasons and some different reasons, but the energy is very strong for opportunities and positive change for Pisces, which I know is very welcome for those of you who have felt like you've been getting dogged for a while. So let's start talking about this divine fulfillment and the different layers in which the archetypal energies are trying to help you have it. All right, so the first thing that I'm looking at is that we've got a lot of energy in water this month. Okay, we've got Venus, the bringer of love and comfort and acceptance and self-confidence and good finances in your sign. So you get blessings from Venus. We've got the energy of Vesta. Vesta, also known as Hestia. The Roman and Greek goddess names are sometimes different. Well, they're different, when Romans, quote, borrowed the Greek mythology, they changed the names. But Vesta, Hestia, same goddess. Basically, she is the keeper of the sacred flame of Olympus. And she represents this energy of finding your sacred flame, finding your divine fulfillments. She found her divine fulfillment. The story of Vesta or Hestia was that she was one of the Olympians sitting in the 12 big chairs in Olympus. And then Dionysus showed up, didn't have a chair. She said, take mine. She didn't really resonate with the kind of tomfoolery that went on with the egos and whatnot of a lot of, the gods and goddesses. So she just wanted to keep the sacred flame of Olympus, which was at the center of their meetings, the center of their gatherings, the center of their food making, the center of their sustenance, and the sacred flame of Olympus. So you've got that energy moving through your sign. And it's really speaking of, what is your divine fulfillment? What do you want? And some of the lessons at this point are coming through showing you what you don't want. But there is a lot of this hinting, this intuition, this experiential version of what you want to have more of in your life. Some of what you want to have more of in your life is stability. Okay, so I know from Neptune being in your sign for a long time, some things can feel dicey, like your feet are in the sand and Pisces does rule the feet. Neptune rules the feet. Your feet in the sand and the water's coming over them and it's kind of slipping down. You're slipping down into the sand and feeling like you don't have a good foundation in certain areas. And I feel like a lot of divine fulfillment for many of you are going to come from shoring up that foundation. Saturn has been moving through your 12th house of mind mastery. So one of the ways you can really step into your divine fulfillment is by mastering your mind. Because falling into that beautiful, artistic, sensitive, creative, divine space that Pisces rules is one thing. But sometimes that Pisces falls into the abyss of worry and over feeling and, oversensitivity and that kind of thing. And so those things that have felt like weaknesses that have debilitated you can become more and more strengths the more you strengthen the foundation of your mind. And Saturn's presence there really wants you to do that. So if you can figure out or experiment with different types of meditation and commit to a daily practice, just like you brush your teeth, you meditate, Also, if you look up Donna Eden 5-minute routine. Okay, Donna Eden is this amazing woman. She had a crazy autoimmune disease where they were pretty much just told her she was going to die and there was nothing they could do about it. And she had her intuition wake up where she felt like her body knew how to heal, and she healed herself. And now she's pretty old. She doesn't look old, but she's, I don't know, maybe in her 70s or 80s. And she is like sprightly as a teenager, and just looks amazing, is radiant. And she teaches about this 5-minute routine. You can find it on YouTube. Try to find an official one done by her. And so like even the 5-minute routine could help you to get your bearings straight so that your fulfillment can flow to you without any of the challenges, or without as many of the challenges that come from not feeling like you have your footing. So anything you can do in grounding those practices, into your daily experience, walking barefoot safely in a place, or putting your feet in a pot of earth, just something that helps your energetics to shore up is going to be of major benefit to you. You also have 2 star goddesses moving through water in your house of creativity and, again, what lights you on fire, children, romance, your bucket lists, your hobbies, your hidden talents. So you've got a lot of really soft, gentle energy that's coaxing you along your path. And it's really a nice balance, because now that we have all these energies going direct and it's a very action-oriented time, there's this really strong potential that with the right grounding and the tools like I've been mentioning, that your intuition that's so strong, you can make more sense of it. You can tell the difference between your fears and your intuition. You know how to translate the intuitive feelings you have. You know how to be guided by them. You're awake to the synchronicities. You're using that to guide your life and make things easier for yourself. So, this soft, gentle principle is really at play in your life and making beautiful aspects for you at this time to find things that you love, to do more of them, and to have more of that in your life. There's might have been a lot of vacillation with Mars retrograde, with ideas, with learning, with home, housing, family, but hopefully you're starting to get a more clear picture of where your divine fulfillment is in the housing, home, and family areas, and that in this month, in the upcoming months, you'll be able to move forward in positive ways in those areas as well. So a lot of chance for this divine fulfillment. And of course, we have birthdays. So some of you are going to have your birthdays this month. The rest of you, it's coming soon. Before it's birthday time, we have the sun light up our 12th house. Sometimes our fears come up. Sometimes our worries or our obsessions or our, chaos in our mind will come up. And again, that helps you to see the things you don't want, so you can more clearly see the things you do want, so that you can use your birthday wishes to affirm in the things you do want. Or if you're watching for a Pisces placement other than your sun, the sun moving over whatever your Pisces placement is, can help you to guide your intentions so that you can use that powerful energy of that solar return to create. That's the source of the sun. Look out for a little bit of drama or coming to fruition or manifestation or activity, vibrance. In the beginning of the month, February 5th, we have a full moon in Leo. This could be a time for you to allow yourself to create and express and have fun. It could bring a little drama in a good way or a bad way, elucidation to your health space or something where a pet needs attention or you find your perfect pet. Something like that could come up in a big way. Then on February 19th or 20th, depending on your time zone, we've got the new moon in your sign. So this is the beginning of a new 13-moon cycle. All of that beautiful energy we talked about in Pisces, here's another blessing. It's just a time to allow yourself to retreat and imagine and rest and really just shore up your sacred space and surrender a problem to the divine. If you want to have more details about how the astrology can affect you and more details about the exact transits, aspects, and how they might affect you, delivered into your inbox 1 month early, go to anniehelpsyou.com and sign up for my free email newsletter. You can see this link underneath the podcast or video, as well as any other links I give you will be there. And you can also see all the free goodies I make for you at anniehelpsyou.com. If you want to learn to be an astrologer, and that is your divine passion, and helping others and helping yourself and diving deep into the mystery that is life, that the science and art of astrology helps us to see more of, you will love my astrology resources. So go to anniebastrology.com, Annie, the letter B, astrology.com, to see my exclusive content portal with opportunities to learn how to read your birth chart more, with opportunities for the current transits, including that 2023 retrograde and direct cycle calendar that I've made. And you can also see my courses. If you want to dive right into my Becoming a Professional Astrologer Mastery Course, go to beastropro.com, beastropro.com. I can help you use your love of the stars to earn money and have your sustenance and help others and take you from ground zero to thriving as an astrologer in a short amount of time. Or if you've already been studying and you want to just expand your practice and help to fine tune it and really feel like you've got something worth value, that people will pay for in the form of a reading, I can help you with that. So just go to beastropro.com, beastropro.com. Those links are underneath the podcast or video. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.